Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a review on the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation and the powder as well. I recently picked these up at Walgreens and I've been using them ever since I picked them up. So if you guys are interested in hearing my thoughts on these products, just keep watching. So like I said in my introduction, I bought both of these at Walgreens. The price points of this was $7.99 for the foundation and $7.49 for the powder. Luckily, when I walked in, they had the buy one get one 50% off of Maybelline. So I got the powder for 50% off and paid full price for the foundation. And even if it's at $8 each product, I think that is a good price point for a drugstore foundation, and especially because I'm going to say this now, but I really enjoy these two products, so I think those price points are actually really good for both of these products. If you guys used the Maybelline Fit Me, just the normal foundation and powder, and you have oily skin, you guys probably know that after a couple of hours you were looking like a grease balls. For me, it was about an hour and a half or 2 hours and I was already having a lot of oil on my T-zone and it was just not pretty. And this was actually made for people with normal to oily skin, so I jumped on the bandwagon because I really like the coverage of the normal Fit Me foundation. I just didn't like that it didn't help with my oily skin. So first I'm going to talk about the foundation and then I'll talk about the powder. For the foundation, on the back of the bottle it does say that it mattifies and refines pores, that it matches natural tones, and it has a natural seamless finish. For the natural seamless finish, I do agree with that. I did not look or feel like I had foundation on. It looked really flawless, really nice, and it didn't look like I had, you know, a bunch of foundation on my face. It looked really natural and I really liked that. For the coverage of this, I would say it's more on the light to medium. You could build it up if you'd like to, but I think it's more on the light side, which I actually enjoy, especially now that I'm doing, you know, my nursing training. I'm doing my certified nursing assistant training, so I'm doing more of natural, minimal kind of makeup, and this is really good for that, and I really like that because I don't like to feel like I have too much on my face going on when I'm trying to, you know, make a bed or trying to pick someone up or something. So that was a good something that I was looking for also in a foundation at the time. If you're more on the full coverage and things like that, then this is not going to work for you. This is just light to medium and more on the light side than it is medium. What I did like about this foundation as well was that it made my face and just look so smooth with this foundation. It looked really nice and super smooth, and it went on really nicely. I do use a beauty blender or the Real Technique sponge when I apply this, and it looks so nice. I really like how it looks onto the skin. Now about matching natural tones, it did match my tone really nicely. Now the color range of it though is not the best. I did not see that many darker colors in their color range. This was probably one of the darkest ones. This is probably the third or fourth darker ones that my Walgreens had, so I don't think the color range is the best. So for darker skin people, it'll be a little bit more difficult to probably get your hands on it, and probably is not even going to work out because this was, like I said, one of the darkest colors that they had, and this isn't even that dark. So that was something that I kind of see as a downfall for this product, that not a lot of skin tones can really use it. I didn't see that many color choices as well when I went in to pick this on the display, so that was, you know, that's a downfall. I do wish it had a pump because it would just make everything a lot better, but I am considering of buying a pump from one of those websites where you could just buy like a pump for drugstore foundations, depending on what foundation it is. I don't remember the name of it, but I will certainly look it up because I'm actually thinking of buying a pump for this. So after I apply my foundation, I would go ahead and set it with the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and if you guys haven't seen this, it just looks like a little square. I like it. It's really nice to travel. When you open it up, it has the powder itself, then it has a mirror and a sponge, which you can use to take on the go and everything, which I thought is really nice. Just to throw in your purse and you have everything in this little compact, and you don't have to be worrying about a sponge or a brush floating around anywhere. So that was really nice of the packaging. I really like the packaging of the powder. Now the powder itself I really like. I probably this is probably one of my favorite powders right now. It's just so smooth and so soft that it blends in really nicely. You don't look like you have powder on your face. It looks just so nice and flawless and smooth, and I love this powder. It's so great. And also what I like about this foundation and powder is that the numbers and the colors are the same. So if you get 230 like I did, 230 in the foundation, you get 230 in the powder, and they're the same color. They go together and they match. So I like that because it just takes out the guesswork of it. So I was really happy with just, you know, oh, 230, let's go. So in the morning, after I applied both of the products, about 5 hours after I first applied it, I did notice that I was starting to get oily in my T-zone, especially my nose, which is my greatest oily area of my face. And 5 hours is, I think, in my opinion, with all the foundations that I have and tried, that is a good time frame for me to start to be oily. No matter what foundation it is, if it's a matte foundation, if it's not a matte foundation, 5 hours is about the time that I have to powder because it's starting to get, you know, really noticeable. And this is about 5 hours when I started to notice that I was getting oily. So all I did was grab a kabuki brush and I went ahead and took my powder and just powdered my nose and my T-zone. And after I did that, it looked really nice. Again, like as I just applied it in the morning, which I really like. The only problem that I actually had, but I mean it'll happen with any foundation, was that I was having a cold. So I would blow my nose with a tissue or anything like that, and just like this part of my nose was just like no foundation at all, and it looked red because I was kind of just blowing my nose and everything. So it did come off, but the rest of my face looked really nice, and I was sweating and walking and talking and eating and doing faces because I was trying to do something and getting frustrated, and it stayed put and it stayed really nicely. One of the days that I wore it, I did not blot at all. I did not use any powder. I didn't reapply anything. I just let it be, and I used it for about 10 hours, and you could tell that my nose was super oily, and that you could you know, touch the oil on my face. So that for 10 hours the rest of my face looked good, just not my T-zone area, just especially not my nose. It just was a hot mess, but the rest of my face looked really nice. So about the 12 hours of this one, I don't know about 12 hours, but for the rest of my face of 10 hours, it looked pretty good, just not my oiliness of my nose. So overall, for those two products, I give these a thumbs up. I really enjoy these products, and I really think that it is worth the money. $8 each product is a great price point for these products, and I mean, they're really inexpensive and they work really great. I like the powder because it just makes you look so smooth and so nice, and I love the coverage on the foundation, and I just love both of these. I just wish that the foundation did have a pump, and I mean, it's not a great deal, but you know, it's just those things that I kind of like pumps more on products than just having to dip it like this and hopefully get enough product or not too much. So that is it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!